Dear friends, within a few minutes, our hero Vanthiyathevan reached the market on the way to Kadambu. The total streets and places in the market were filled with the crowd. As it is a holiday and the evening time, the public came there to purchase many things. So, everywhere Vanthiyathevan can see the public. So he ride his horse very slowly. When he came to a place, he heard some different noise, a shouting and arguing of some persons. So he looked at that place. In a small distance, there was a crowd standing in a circle. Vanthiyathevan can understand that something is happening in the middle of the circle. As his character is to watch everything, excited, he stopped his horse and alighted from the horse and walked toward the crowd. When he made way by adjusting the people there and enter into the circle, he saw only three persons are making the whole sound. All the crowds are supporting that three persons. One is a Saiva devotee, Saivite. He wore basmam in the forehead, ashes in the forehead, and wore saffron dresses. And another one, we can understand that he is a Advaita devotee. The third one, a man with clean shaved head and having a bunch of hairs in the head, kudumi, and have a long stick in the hand. He is a devotee of Vishnu, Vaishnavite. The three persons are arguing on another. Saivite telling that Shiva is the most powerful big god. The Vaishnavite, his name is Alwarkadiyan. He himself telling that he is the devotee of Alvars, the popular devotee of Vishnu, Vaishnavite. Alwarkadiyan is telling that Vishnu is the most powerful and big god. They are telling some examples for their arguments also. Saibal told a old story. Once, Brahma and Vishnu have an argument and competition. They decided to see the top hair in the head of Shiva. Who will see the hair, he will win. They agreed with that competition and tried to see the top hair of Shiva. When they start to move upward, Shiva start to grow up, grow bigger and bigger. As Brahma and Vishnu could not reach the head of Shiva. And at last, Vishnu came to a decision. Instead of seeing the head of Shiva, I am going to see the foot of Shiva. Because when Shiva is growing bigger, the feet also going inside the earth. So Vishnu reversed the journey and start to move downward. And he reached the feet of Shiva. When he touched the feet, as a decency, as our customs, Shiva immediately immediately got his own size, usual size, and start to get up Vishnu. At that time, Vishnu saw the topmost hair of Shiva in his head. That is the story. The Saivite is telling that story and telling that Vishnu is surrendering to the power of Shiva. Immediately, Alwarkadiyan telling another story. Once, Shiva gave a boon to Bhasmasura. Immediately, Bhasmasura tried to check that boon with Shiva itself. He ready to touch the head of Shiva. As per the boon, if the Bhasmasura touch the head of anyone, he will become ashes. So Shiva start to run away from Bhasmasura. At that time, Vishnu came to save Shiva. That is another story. Alwarkadiyan telling that story and arguing that Vishnu has to come to save Shiva. So Vishnu is the most powerful and big God. The crowd supporting both the persons, and some other part of crowd ask the Advaita devotee. He simply tell that both Saivite and Vaishnavites are telling foolishness. In our custom, there is a way of soul. He explained the Advaita and tried to tell that both Saivite and Vaishnavite are not up to that Advaita concept. Immediately, Alwarkadiyan again start to argue. At last, Alwarkadiyan took his stick and ready to beat others. Okay, I will agree. This is the stick got from the Vaishnavite. I am going to beat these persons. If they are powerful, they can escape from the beating or pain, whatever it may be. Like that, he ready to beat the opponents. The public watching all these, supporting and enjoying the fight. They want to see the fight to reach a bigger point. When Alwarkadiyan ready to beat, the Advaita devotee fear of it and immediately run away from the crowd. Alwarkadiyan turned to Saivite. The Saivite told, I am not a coward like him. I will face whatever it may be because I am a devotee of Shiva. Like that, he ready to face, and Alwarkadiyan is ready to beat also. Alwarkadiyan is a short, stout, bold man. If he hit with that stick, surely the head of the Saivite will be broken. Vanthiyathevan watched everything. He understands the problems of that fight. It should not be prolonged. So immediately Vanthiyathevan interfered into their arguments. Stop this nonsense. No Shiva or no Vishnu is higher than anyone. Both are the same. They start to talk like that. How can you say that? Alwarkadiyan immediately turned to Vanthiyathevan. As a soldier and good looking, the public have a respect toward Vanthiyathevan. Vanthiyathevan immediately told that I just came from Kailasa. When I went to Kailasa, Vishnu came to meet Shiva there. So I watched both. Both of them are sitting in a equal seats and talking about some other things. Even after seeing that, to clear my doubt, I go and measure the length of Shiva and Vishnu. Both are equal in height also. Like that, Vanthiyathevan told. And I asked the doubt to both of them also. So many persons are arguing and fighting in the world on you. What is the solution? Like that, Vanthiyathevan asked. Shiva and Vishnu unitedly tell a reply that Hariyum Shivanum ஒன்று அது தெரியாதவங்க வாயில மண். That means Shiva and Vishnu is equal. If anybody didn't understand that, they must have sand or mud in their mouth. Telling that, Vanthiyathevan show a handful of sand in his hand. They gave it to put on the mouth of the arguing people, like that. Hearing this, the crowd enjoyed the story. The brilliancy, presence of mind of Vanthiyathevan. They supported Vanthiyathevan. Alwarkadiyan couldn't understand or agree with that. He again ready to argue or beat. Actually, that clash or arguments going to a calamity. Crowd, because the crowd split and is ready to support the Saivite and Alwarkadiyan. They are also ready to fight each other, one another. At that time, luckily, another sound make all the crowd to alert and look back. In a long distance, some soldiers are coming fast, and the public in the road give way to the soldiers and start to move away and stand on the side of the roads, streets. There was a procession is coming on the road. That sound only make alert the public here. The first row, some persons appointed to announce the things are coming in the front row. They are announcing the details of the history of Palvatarians and telling that Periya Palvatarian is coming. Parag, Parag, like that they are announcing and coming. Behind the announcers, the army and horse wing all are coming. They are wearing the flags of Kadambur kings, Kadambur kingdom. Behind that, the army of soldiers of Palvatarian kingdom also come. Soldiers behind the horse riders, and in the middle of the procession, a big elephant is coming. On the top of the elephant, Periya Palvatarian is sitting proudly and watching the public. The public in the sides of the road wishes and give respect to him. And the Vanthiyathevan can understand. The Kadambur soldiers went to the lake and received the Palvatarian team, and they are receiving them to the fort. There is the processions going on. That is why the procession is going on toward Kadambur fort. He watched everything and moving forward. Behind the elephant, some soldiers are carrying a palanquin, pallak. Vanthiyathevan and all other people there are watching the procession. Some soldiers coming in front of the procession saw the horse of Vanthiyathevan. They tried to touch and catch the horse. The horse fear of them and start to run away from that place. Vanthiyathevan saw it, but he didn't got panic because he know that the horse will go a distance and will stand there. Without the commander or his honor, that will not go anywhere. As an experienced soldier, Vanthiyathevan kept quiet and watched the procession. At that time, in the palanquin, a beautiful hand opened the screen of the palanquin and a beautiful face peeped out and watched the public standing on the streets, on the side of the street. Vanthiyathevan just watched the face and hands a while, a second. At that time, the lady inside the palanquin, the beautiful face, screamed like she saw something dangerous. Immediately, she get her face inside and closed the screen. Vanthiyathevan got a doubt and watched the place where the lady looked. When Vanthiyathevan turned and looked, he saw Alwarkadiyan is standing near a tree and watching the palanquin carefully. His face expression is totally different. Vanthiyathevan understands that the lady in the palanquin screamed only by seeing Alwarkadiyan. Within a few minutes, the total procession gone away. After the procession is gone away, the public standing on the sides of the streets are start to disperse. They are murmuring and they are talking each other slowly in a slow voice. All are dispersed. Vanthiyathevan start to move toward his horse. In a small distance, horse was there. When he go and catch the horse and start to walk, not ready to get on the horse at that time, he saw Alwarkadiyan is following himself. He got some doubt and so he looked back and faced Alwarkadiyan. Vanthiyathevan and Alwarkadiyan are walking in a distance in the same step, one by one. They want to talk each other. They want to understand each other. Vanthiyathevan turned back and asked, "Why are you following me?" Immediately, the following person told, "You are going in front of me." Both are started to talk like that. "Are you going to Kadambur Fort?" Alwarkadiyan asked. Maybe. Why are you asking?" Vanthiyathevan replied, No, I want to go to the fort. If you give me a favor, do a favor, I can also come with you into the fort." Vanthiyathevan surprised, but didn't show the surprise outside. "Why should I bring you?" Alwarkadiyan ready to explain. "Don't you see? So many persons, celebrities are coming to the fort. Everyone is going to stay tonight inside the fort. Some Kuravai Kuthi dance programs. and other cultural programs are going to happen inside the fort. I could not enter into the fort. If you tell me as your servant, I will join you to the fort. Like that, Alwarkadiyan told. Vanthiyathevan felt happy as he understand what are happening there and understand the things to be happened inside the fort. Still, he didn't show excitement. How can I bring you as my servant? Nobody will believe that you are my servant. Alwarkadiyan tell another point. So you didn't have invitation to enter into the fort? Immediately, Vanthiyathevan manipulated the matter. Actually, I have an invitation, not for this night. My friend is inside the fort. He always asks me to came to the fort, so I can go inside. Like that, he replied. Alwarkadiyan smiled on the other. Oh, you are going without the invitation, then yourself also will not be allowed into the fort because so many big celebrities, big kings, and popular persons are coming to the fort tonight. So you will not be allowed inside. Like that, he told and ready to step back. Vanthiyathevan want to change the topic. Where are you going now? He asked Alwarkadiyan. Alwarkadiyan replied the same question to Vanthiyathevan. I am going to the temple nearby. Vanthiyathevan manipulated. Yes, I am also going to the temple. Alwarkadiyan also tell the same reply. After that, they didn't get another thing to argue. Both walk and enter into the temple. Vanthiyathevan in hurry go inside and worship the god and ready to came back. Still, he watched Alwarkadiyan. Alwarkadiyan went into the temple and started to sing a song worshipping the god. Vanthiyathevan really got surprised, astonished, because Alwarkadiyan seen outside is totally different from Alwarkadiyan inside the temple. Vanthiyathevan think Alwarkadiyan is a mysterious person and have something to be hide. Might be a spy or something. But inside the temple, he was a real devotee. He sing like that. Seeing that, Vanthiyathevan God felt toward Alwarkadiyan. He want to tell sorry as he thought in another way in the beginning. So Vanthiyathevan wait outside the temple till Alwarkadiyan completed his worship and came out. When he came out, Vanthiyathevan go near him and told, "Sorry, brother, I think in another way. Seeing your devotion, I am very much pleased. Sorry for what I think about you." And Vanthiyathevan ready to start back. Immediately, using that chance, Alwarkadiyan again asked a favor. "Brother, can you do a favor for me?" Vanthiyathevan got a fear. Again, he is asking something. "What do you want? What can I do for you?" Alwarkadiyan start to talk with a smile. "Already you told that you could not bring me to the fort. Okay, please bring a message from me to a person inside the fort. Vanthiyathevan, again confused. Whom you want to message? Slowly he asked. That you saw in the palanquin, the lady. I will give a message. You just give it to her. Vanthiyathevan, hearing this, think about Alwarkadiyan in some other way. Aha, he is too much dangerous. We must not walk with or talk with him anymore. Immediately, Vanthiyathevan told, I am not a person like that. I can do such things. Leave me alone. And without waiting for the reply, Vanthiyathevan got on his horse and start fast toward Kadambur fort. Alwarkadiyan watched he is going